It's a busy one today, T-Rex. We got to do the tide calculations, we got to do the temperature calculations, and the wind calculations, and the precipitated water calculations, and the how many days in a row has it rained calculations. Well, it didn't rain at my house yesterday, but it did rain in New England. A few spots picked up 0.05, 0.1, so it counts as, I think, the 21st out of the last 22 days with at least a little rain in New England. Well, guess what? Today is going to be the second dry day of the last 22 days. There's the ferry doing the circles again, out here to confuse me. There's the egret having its breakfast. We have an egret almost every day. Have you ever noticed that? Even when we were on Nantucket yesterday, one just landed right next to us. Stratocumulus is the name of that cloud. It's a low cloud, has to do with the cooling from last night, almost a fog cloud. A few spots got into the 40s this morning. Taunton, Massachusetts, Norwood. We got some surf down there. Where'd that come from? That ferry. That's what he's doing. He's just generating surf, showing it off for me. The vessels are pointed towards the west. I think that has more to do with the outgoing tide than the breeze. You can see there's another. These vessels right here are pointed right toward us. So, yeah, I got to do the tide calculations. Low tide, 8:30 a.m. High tide at 2:30 p.m. And that makes another low tide about 8:30 or 9 o'clock tonight, and that's for the sailors in the Twilight series in Hull. Why don't we go right to the wind forecast to start things off? High pressure has moved to the east. Wind is air moving from high to low. So we're going to have air coming from the east today, generally 5 to 10 knots, it looks like. And that'll also keep us a little cooler. You want to get specific. There's 7 o'clock. Quite the wind down by Chesapeake Bay and here in Massachusetts Bay and Boston Harbor. East at light speeds with an outgoing tide slowing down. So there's your sailing forecast. Should be sunshine and beautiful for the longest day of the year today. It's the summer solstice. This morning, I think around 11:30 or so. And you see Leif's boat right there. That green boat, it's like my Stonehenge. That's how far north the sun got last night. How about that sunset? Thank you, Leif, for marking where the northern sun is. So the sun, I'm going to move over here for a second. The sun goes down over Leif's boat, and then by Halloween, we've lost it behind those trees, and it won't come back until about St. Patrick's Day. So the sun really does move a lot. Actually, the sun's not moving very much at all. T-Rex, what's happening? It's the tilt of the northern hemisphere towards the sun as it orbits around 365 days. The tilt in 180 days will be the winter solstice, right? Approximately speaking. I missed measuring the rain the Saturday. I've been away, so I'll get a lot of catching up to do if you want to follow me around here. And so how much rain did we get here? Now, Jeff and Dennis says he got 3 inches, and I got a 0.66. But the garden is flourishing. I'm thinning out the dill, and I put my first tomato cages up. I was going to use the other cages, and we've got little baby tomatoes on there, so I'm sure there are some people that have bigger tomatoes, but I don't think anyone has more peas than I do. It's peak pea season. I hear that chipmunk around here somewhere. Today is a beautiful day. Things are changing. The forecast is not working out at all like we thought a few days ago. We said that, come on, focus, Tim, focus. We had said that we would see this high pressure system that's in the Gulf of Maine now gradually move off to the south. And the return flow from the west and northwest would have brought warm to hot air in from Texas to Canada to New England. That's how we get some of our warmest weather, by the way. It goes up through the Great Lakes and comes down through Canada. And there are signs of that on the temperature map this morning with the 60s in the Champlain Valley while it was in the 40s in eastern Massachusetts. So kind of on schedule today, but I'm going to thank content weather guy Phil for tipping me off on what's really in control. This high pressure system that we thought was going to go to our south and be over the mid-Atlantic states and send us a west wind instead is strengthening over the North Atlantic and expanding. We have to look at the real big picture here. Look at the size of that high pressure system stretching from Newfoundland, where it was record cold this morning around 30. And that high generates real strong wind from the west, from eastern Canada all the way to the United Kingdom. But it's not a Bermuda high, it's a North Atlantic high. And on the south side, it's going to take a lot of tropical type moisture, warmth, and energy and send it to the east coast. And up the east coast, And that's going to keep us very humid. And there's just enough cool air aloft to cause each day to have thunderstorms. That's the big picture. Off and on showers and thunderstorms beginning tomorrow and continuing till about July 4th or so. That's what it says on the Boston 14-day forecast. Weather.us, check it out. You can check different models on here. Models are fairly consistent. Go to the short range, NAM, high resolution. Here comes a warm front from the south. Tomorrow we have showers and a thunderstorm at the south coast, but most of New England's still dry tomorrow. But that's going to begin a new streak of days in a row with at least a little bit of rain. But guess what? It's not going to be just a little bit of rain. Go to the Boston 3 to 5 day now from weather.us, and I want you to look at the blue and the red lines. That blue line down around 50, that's the dew point, still nice and comfortably low humidity today and tomorrow. But then the blue line spikes up to near 70, and the temperature's going to be close to 80. It's going to be the feel of Florida around here, just not quite as hot, but sticky as can be. So the air conditioners are going to come on. How fun is that, just watching the fishermen go out? I hear it's just a great bass season so far. You don't have to cancel your fishing plans. The least amount of rain is going to be at the oceans. Very sticky weather with afternoon showers and thunderstorms, mostly away from the beaches. So if we can get the fog to clear, which is no easy task, the wind from the south and even southeast at times, and a dew point near 70 and a water temperature only near 60, that's going to mean fog. It's pretty much what we're looking at right now each morning. So sun and showers and thunderstorms. That backdoor cold front that the Euro had progged coming in Sunday, Monday, nowhere to be seen. So we're just going to have the wind from the south for the most part. The hurricanes are going to miss. Brett no longer forecast to be a hurricane, but a strong tropical storm going into the Caribbean and dissipating. And Cindy, potential tropical storm, going north of Hispaniola and dissipating. Yeah, we show the Euro because, you know, the GFS is just out to lunch on these things. The GFS actually kept Brett going as a powerful hurricane east of Cape Cod in like a week. And it's given up on that, which is good. I mean, well, bad, but glad to see that we have consistency, at least with the Euro. I would have liked to see a swell, but maybe that big, huge high-pressure system across the Atlantic can generate a swell. Getting long, lengthy here, but I got to show you one more map, the precipitable water map. If you were to condense the column of water as rainfall, how much would it be? And we're in the 1 to 2 inch range with that connection from the Bahamas all the way up to New England, beginning on Friday. So we are going to end up with showers and thunderstorms that generate inches of rain per day. Again, mostly away from the ocean. T-Rex, we're almost done. Sorry. So much happened yesterday. Fun day of travel, leaving Nantucket. It's good to be back home, though. And there was lots of beautiful gardens to show you from Nantucket Beach Walk. Not Beach Walk, but along the north neighborhoods there near Jetty's Beach. And then coming back, and then the animals at sunset, beautiful sunset, and Steve caught a mouse. I tried to save the mouse. I let it go. And Mick got the mouse, but I think the mouse is alive, but I had to go to those prickers so I could get Mitt and save that mouse and find Mitt. It was a long day, and this is a long video. And it's a beautiful Wednesday, which usually means not such a nice Saturday. So let's enjoy our beautiful Wednesday and look forward to green grass in July. Coming, Rex. See the dew all over everything? Can I help you with something? He's barking at a ghost. What is it, Rex? What is it? What is it? What is it? There's nothing there. Steve, help me. Steve would love to come out and straighten Rex. Trying to edit down here. Certainly the paparazzi not looking for me, right? There's no such thing as quiet. Are they just getting aerials to show at the film festival? Hi, put me on, okay? Nice job, you guys. That's sturdy. That's hurricane proof.
What would they use?
8 o'clock. I'm not even done editing. I can't stop shooting new stuff. The sun sail went up. The problem is now, looks like a catch basin for downpours. Like they're gonna have to end up lowering one of the corners. Probably this one toward me. Otherwise, it's just gonna fill with water. If it should ever rain. It doesn't rain on Nantucket in the summer. Sorry, all the food scraps have been buried underneath packaging. There's a lot of packaging going on around, unpackaging going on. Veranda house update. Looks like they may have saved the old foundation. Adjacent home also had to be redone. So a portion of the original frame still here. That's cool. Still pretty sad though. Love that. Oh yeah, that is a nice haircut there. Just met Deb. There she goes. Midday. Within 24 hours of the summer solstice. You know what sol means? Sun. You know what stice means? Stop. The sun stops getting higher in the sky. Now. As you know, it's gonna be winter. I'm kidding. Marginal beach weather today. Temperature's about 68. Thank goodness for the sunshine. Wind is out of the east-southeast. About 10. Enough to fly a kite. And enough for the osprey to pretty much sit still up there if it wants. Still got the layers on today. Not too many swimsuits going. This might be one of the nicest days though, I think. Thursday, the wind picks up from the ocean again. Oh yeah, nice set coming in now. Woo. Great place for lunch, that's for sure. Sandbar. Right on Nantucket Harbor. This is Hulbert. You can't even see those homes, but trust me, they're up there in the 5 to 10 million. And then this is Charles Street. You think we got problems on Robert Arthur Way? How about Charles at the corner of Charles and Hulbert? I can't even step in that. Nice hedge though, isn't it? Whose job is it to fix this one? Oh, I would love to have a problem like this hedge. You got the knotweed, hollyberry, privet, everything. And then our friend King Crow keeping an eye on things. He can see the water from up there. That's where we are in the high rent district. Love this, the privets. I would love this. I would volunteer to do these hedges for free just because I would like to see how good a job I do. And then these are the Lelands. These are those Leland cypress, which are almost impossible to contain. And then in there, there's a cedar mixed in. And then another Leland. Just walk around all day analyzing the flora and the fauna. Oh yeah, that'll come back right there. Those roses are just awesome. Probably not the best for the shingles, but certainly looks good, doesn't it? That's what you want in Weymouth? Think we can do that? We need a little more hill to work with. I'll start working on it tomorrow though. No, today. You start today. Gotta make one for the fire hydrant too. Whoops. It's been a couple of days. Eggs exiting to the north, and there's a truck on the beach. You know how far you gotta drive to get a truck on the beach over here? Must be about 10 miles from Great Point. You can see it from here. All the way along there, all the way in there, and all the way out to here. Make a day of it, that's for sure. Excellent visibility today. Falmouth, Martha's Vineyard, stability clouds coming off the Cape. Of course, I can't do it with this phone. I can still see Nantucket. Definitely make out some convection. Percolating clouds. The cloud probably just over the bridge. That's where we're headed, so calling the play-by-play on weather again today. Pretty chilly. Stratocumulus clouds. Never a good sign. We have the same velocity as the cloud here on the ferry. From the east-southeast. They grow up so fast. Those rabbits were like 3 or 4 inches long when we left. They multiply like bunnies, don't they? They just all chilled out. Like, we liked it when your animals weren't here. Wind from the east, blue sky over the water, sinking air, clouds over the land, rising air due to heating of the day. Diurnal. What's your excuse? How'd you get so big? Look at this guy. He's got his legs all spread out there. Yeah, we're back. You can go live in the bushes again for a few days. Did you leave us any peas or lettuce? Find out in the morning. There's another one. That's 4. Without even looking hard. We're a bunny rabbit sanctuary. As far north as the sunset gets on the solstice, right through your boat, Leif. How cool is that? Thanks for helping make this solstice 2023 sunset special. Now, if you can only warm it up a little bit, it's kind of cold. Steve caught a mouse. I let it go. I mean, I got it away from Steve so I could give Mitt a chance. Mitt's older. I'm really rooting for the mouse, though. You go, mouse, because Steve will have you done in 2 seconds. Mouse is gone. Mouse wins. Mitt got to try. You've had plenty of mice in your life. The bottom line on that cat and mouse is I got Steve away, put him inside, and then Mitt got underneath there, and there's all these, like, you can't even see it, but brush that has these tiny little prickers, millions and millions of them. I saved the mouse, but I sacrificed my arms and knees and legs with all those prickers. Tiny, infinitesimally small, impossible to get out prickers. And both cats were totally pissed. But I was not Claude. Meanwhile, if you could hear the language of those kids down there,